Dear Tommy, I want to thank you for saving my life. I've always been really, really good at school. If I had nothing else to smile about, I had A's on my report card. I had teachers saying I was a good student. I was really involved. I always helped people. And it was my sophomore year of college. And I felt like, you know what, I got to hang with this. Everybody's like, oh, I'm so stressed out. I'm like, oh, I'm not stressed out. And the day before finals, I had a paper due. And I had two finals back to back. One at 9:30 and I had another one at 11:30. So I'm in the library, I'm like, I'm gonna finish this paper, go to sleep, wake up early, get breakfast, get ready for my finals. And my friends, term used loosely, decided to get on Twitter, which wasn't as popular as it is now, and talk about, I think I'm better than them and I'm bougie and stuff like that. And I was doing my paper and my friend called me and was like, have you been on Twitter? I was like, no, I'm doing my paper. And so Sherelle was the one who called me and she's like, I think you should get on Twitter because I want to punch somebody in the face. I'm like, why do you want to punch somebody in the face? And she's like, just get on Twitter. So I get on Twitter and found out that people I called my friends, people I came to the library with, were talking about how I'm bougie and I'm not that smart, all this stuff. So we get into a big argument outside of campus library. So it's like people walking by and like one of my friends comes out, she grabs me and she's like, you need to leave. So I'm like, okay, crying. I call my best friend. He's at school in Kent. I call him like, I don't know what to do. Everybody hates me. I have nothing. And so he calms me down. He's like, you're better than this. They're just jealous. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go to my friend's dorm and I fall asleep. And I wake up at 12:30 the next day. I have not turned in my paper. I have not done either one of my finals. My friend called me like, the final will be over in 30 minutes. Where are you? And I was like, so like in my pajamas, run across campus and I do the best I can on the final. So my grades come out. I failed 2 classes. I've never had a C and I failed 2 classes. I'm like, I have nothing, like, I'm no good, like, I'm worthless, like, there's nothing I can do. And so I started drinking, like, a lot. And I was like, there's only one way to solve this problem. And my mom she's been in pain a lot, and so she always has medicine. So I took 2 bottles of her pills, and I started taking them slowly because I hate taking medicine. So I slowly started taking them. And I got on Twitter like, it'll all be over soon. And my friend Tommy called me like, what are you talking about? And I was like, nothing, I'm fine. You're not fine, talk to me. I was like, no, nothing, I'm fine, I'll be okay. He's like, I'm on my way over. I was like, don't come over, I'm fine. Bianca can tell me what's wrong because I know something's wrong, because you never say things like that. I never talk about death or finality or something ending. Like, I'm always very positive. Things are very open for me. So I was down 20 pills and I had drank half a pint by myself. And he was like, you have too much to live for. And I'm like, I don't have anything to live for because I don't have school anymore. And school is all I had. Like, I lost my scholarship. And I'm like, I can't pay for school. I was on a full ride. And it was like, I have nothing. Like, my mom can't help me pay for school. I don't have anybody that's like, hey, I need money for this school. And so he was like, Bianca, you can do this. You still have part of your scholarship. You just gotta work. And I'm like, but I don't want to have to work. Like, I didn't want to have to worry about working while I was in school because I didn't want to take my focus off of school. And I talked to him for about an hour and he was like, Bianca, don't do it. And so I didn't commit suicide that time. And it wasn't the first time, but it was the last time that I tried to kill myself or I felt like I wasn't worthy. So since then, I have had 2 nieces and 2 nephews. My brother has been married, and I found my calling in life. And I was at a training for something called Freedom Schools last summer. And they were like, write a letter to somebody to thank them for something you did. And I was like, I should write a letter to Tommy. Dear Tommy, I want to thank you for saving my life, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't have been able to touch the lives of these kids. Like, I just thought of it as a summer job, and like kids were like, Miss B, thank you, and I appreciate you, and if it hadn't been for you, I would have gave up, and I would have missed out on that had I killed myself. I would have missed out on graduating from college. I would have missed out on having a sister-in-law, having nieces and nephews, if Tommy didn't think enough of me to stop me from killing myself. So my promise is I will never, no matter how bad it gets, attempt to kill myself. It's crazy to think that I ever wanted to take my life, to see all the good that I've done since that moment. And I'm happy that I'm still here, and I'm grateful that somebody thought enough of me to stop me.